Garcia. He's an artist. He did all these paintings. And we have a fish here. This is the molten snapper, undated wood carving. He's a red grouper. He's from 2013. And yeah, so this is by Wayne Garcia. He's a third generation of the Cuban American. He started carving at these when he was a little boy. And other than that, in Key West today, we're going to go through everything I'm going to tell you guys about. Other than that, that's about it. The Folk Art Museum, the Cuban National Museum. It's a fine art in the barrios traditional carvings. So as we move along, these are all the paintings by Wayne Garcia.
Wayne Garcia.
And over here today we have the Barrio Sanchez. It's a painting of the Key West memories. This is his memory when he was a child. It's a bit of this in the street, undated, which is the wood carving that he did right here in Key West. And this is the video. You guys can see about the video for a little bit and may learn something. See, there he is. He's already does craving, some carvings. And over here, we have a wooden tin man thing made by Tin Capillo. He's a 34 years old. He settled down in Key Largo in 1949. He also worked at Job Corps in the United States, and his favorite was welding. This is the first thing he made. He made a thing made of iron with tits and no balls.
It's got boobs.
It's got tits and no balls.
Tits and no balls.
So obviously it's a female.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I guess it's playing what it's up afterwards.
It's what?
I think it's playing what it's up afterwards.
Oh my. Everybody's got to get off, I guess.
And over here we got John Ellie. He was a country person. He's off country, and you know my favorite part. These are here the old Southern Street of undated miniature houses that he did. This was his parents' house, and this is the cottage of the Key West. He grew up here on the island with two brothers and a sister. And that's him right there. In front of the house.
With his cat.
Evil looking cats.
Oh, fine.
And then here's the Peter's Fish Market. I guess where his dad worked. So another ones that he did. This is Southern Street on your house. This is where I guess he lived in a long time ago. He did it all by hand. He did it on his own. Pretty cool, huh?
Uh-huh.
And you see a cock in the middle.
There's a cock in the middle. Oh.
Here we have another carvings. These are wood carvings by Andy Throper. He also did these carvings also when he was made a stone artist. And let's see, he's a key folks of in the sense that he has lived and worked. He worked and drew on his inspiration. These were from his inspirational culture. This is how he did his things.
Carvings.
Each one is different. This one here was built in 2010. This one here was just 1999.
And look, there's a cock.
And there's another cock. And then here we have is by Ken Capillo. He also did when he was 34 years old. He also worked in 1929. He also worked in dead jobs and doing this one too as a welding. He made a gator.
A gator.
Really phenomenal.
Awesome.
Good job. And here we got Bob Walton. It's a famous local artist from the Key West. He was born October 3rd, 1931. And these right here, all his carvings that he did.
Awesome. Square Deal Market. Okay.
Coming over here. We'll get to know pretty soon. This is done by Mario Sanchez. He actually drew these in the 1920s. These are the old island days, main drag. And this is what he done. When he was a boy, when they were kids, undated by pencil and paper bag. These were actually done by paper bags. If you guys want to get paper bags or anything, this is what you guys can do. You guys can draw paper bags. Pretty cool.
Interesting.
Coming over north of Mario Sanchez, this is what he did. It's like a homemade kite. He made this in 1908 and 2005. He made his own little kite. Country fine artist. It's made out of carvings and cravings. It's actually made out of paperwork. And here's more Mario Sanchez.
Carvings.
Now coming to the middle. These right here are the jugs of different people. They have the Janice McDowell, the artist who made that. 1989, this one here was made by Finishing Best Jug by Lena Zayn. Very good artist. Lena Zazarda. She also was a really good person. These are all the carvings that each person did. And then coming over here, your house pieces of this one right under the category. This is Marquis. Marquis is a miracle place. It's a miracle home. This is where people bless themselves and say, "Oh Lord, have mercy."
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm not too much into religious things. I won't go over too much with this.
She's not into religious things. And what's on this wall?
On this wall right here, we've got Brad Fair. He's never Rockwell Bridge, and he moved to Cuba in 1977, and his partner was Robert Bradford. After Robert Bradford gave him the set, he's what he did with Lord Paintings. He did my paintings.
Interesting.
This one actually lived in Pearls. 1993, he made this one. This is by Needle and Point.
Were there what? Needle?
Needlepoint.
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 Oh, okay. Interesting. The carousel.
Yep. And then right
look,
behind
a beautiful
you,
girl.
and look right behind you, this right here is a wall. I don't know what to do with up here. It never comes out.
It's a room separator.
It's a ribbon.
Yeah.
Made out of wood. Doesn't say who made it or anything, but I'm gonna say it's the United States flag altogether.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Good show.
Oh, it's like that color people want them to someone made that. For years. Look at the name. Okay. Now coming here is what everyone says. He's a sail. You're the sail person. Like to make sailboat. You like the water. You like the ocean. Anything else you was in Cuba. From November 28, 1934. He came to the United States day 22. Take pictures, you guys can take videos or whatever. Okay, coming over here. Over here we have the restroom. Do you guys need to use restrooms right now? Please let me know and we go to the next steps.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. After going upstairs, we see the depending on the hurry, right? It's no current. It's a Guy Harvey, which is awesome showing, and he sketches the old man in the sea. Upstairs, well, up your steps, please. Be careful going upstairs. And this would have all the viewings, everything of the old man in the old sea. These are all his paintings. You can read each one of them. It tells you all about them. This one that does the old man. Guy Harvey's an old man. He does shirts, he does shoes, he does everything. Now you see where it all came from.
Yeah.
These were all his things. And if you're a fisherman or a fishing person, these are some of the fishes that he liked to catch. The swordfish.
The marlin.
The marlin. The dolphins. You like the dolphins?
The
you know.
dolphins, yeah. Denise loves dolphins.
I love dolphins. Now, if you all come to the right over here, this is another from Stanley Fabio. He's the smoking factor, and this is one from the other one here. It's a welding with, well, the Iron Giant with no boobs.
With no boobs, the boobs are missing.
The boobs are missing. They must have got blown away. Okay, we'll go around. We'll come this way.
Somebody sucked them right off.
Come and sit down here. This is called Spanish Florida. Spanish Florida is in 1920-21, the formal ceremony of Pensacola transferred to the Florida, nice city or whatever. And it was General Andrew Jackson, the future president, military governor of the new territory. So this is what he did before Florida became American territory. These are all the bones and shells and tools that they used way back then, from 1821. Even before my time, even though I was created.
You were created.
And these are the records. These are the records that have been shipwrecked to the dangerous reefs of the Florida Keys. It has been imported to the local heritage, Native, and American Indians in the dugouts of canoes. And this is Captain John H. Traeger in 1923 at age 16. Looks very fine young man, doesn't he?
You look like an old man at age 16, huh?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. You look more like 40.
Yes. Well, maybe I did how we told one day. Okay. Coming in this room right now, we are doing the Civil War of the Key West. This is all to do with the Civil War. Everything in here has the blockade runners. It has everything to do with the Civil War and anything like that. What we have here is the word Key West. This is all the other painting drawings from Harper's Weekly, March 2, 1861. Majorities were taken before we did all the bombings. And on top we have the Fort Zachary Taylor, which we have a museum here in Key West. There is, you can go there later on. You can do another tour with me if you like. I do 2 tours here, I do a tour there, and I do a tour over there. And I show you how everything is done.
Yeah.
And right here we have the women's blouse and the silk and lace, and then we have the man's new dress navy coat. We also have the letter written from the Key West in 1862 to paper. This is how we written everything. This is what kind of paper we had from way back before even I was born, and before I was created. And over here we have the Key West War from the 1850s. This is how it was made. This is how we did all the hidings and everything else before we got hit by bombings. This was taken to mention a 19th century on what Key West might look like if it was second largest city in Florida with approximately 2,000 residents. In the new chapter part, the marine faculties have made the major port of the commercial and military traffic and from Latin America into the Caribbean, Gulf Coast, and East Coast of European ports. And this is what it tells you all about. If you come up here, you guys can read everything about it, take pictures, and take videos. You like my tour?
I like your tour. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. I'm making this one.
It's
New York Herald, we have.
It's very informative, and you're pretty easy on the eyes too.
And in New York Herald, we have the tour on how New York Herald was made. And this is what he done. This one here is the all the things that was sand and metals and the papers and everything else. And back then, you'll see how much money for this money would you use?
Money.
Yes. And what we have here is the black light runners. The black is the internal plan, which was the Scott's Great Lake snake. This was the Gully Skull flockings. This is before all the bombing started.
Okay.
And then coming over here, we have Louisiana. It's the 1870, 1936 ships. These were taken before the bombing started, everything else. And then it tells you everything about it. We have the date of 1870, 1992. These ships were made. These were handmade by Louisiana. And right behind us another one that was made. These are things that we use from way back in the day to get back from where we came from.
Where we came from? Europe.
Wherever.
We came from Europe.
And now we're in the Marine Corps. We are in the Marines. Hello to the Marine people. These are the Marine Corps, the battleships. When they ever heard the game, you sunk my battleship. Well, guess what the battleship is now? September 17, 1885, the New York Navy Yard. The battleship of the USS Marine was commissioned to the United States, and it was in the battleship. It's a white hull, huge, and white anchors, and they weigh 9,000 pounds each.
Wow.
Yes. And the battleship is also 324 feet long, and it's 20 feet long, and being up into this displacement of 6,282 tons. So if I was going to play the game, you'd know my battleship, it took that much time to go through the battleship.
You sunk my battleship.
And then we have the Marine thing that they used back then. This was also from 1898. This is while they freaking saved people. This is the Life Recovery from the U.S. Marine in 1998. And we also have the Life Preserver, which is also from 1998. And then we have over here. This is Sailor's Cap, the Roll 6. The silk, this is all that they used, but back then, We have the medals, we have the spoon, we have the silver plating ring as well. This is all from what the Marines used to have. And there's a candy boat made out of glass. The glass boat is, if you guys want to know, the clear glass candy boat is shaped with a dish. Remembering the Marine is ejected. And the boat side, several commissions, there's to his honor, the sales, who perished the explosion, which means we also the battleship. And if you want to hear it, here we go, the sinking of the Marine. The Marine offered the coast of Cuba early Tuesday morning, January 25, 1898, in order to protect the American citizens living on the island. Cuba was opened as a revolution and against Spain in an attempt to gain their independence, which means we still went kaboom.
Kaboom.
Needless to say, we have the members of the U.S. Marine, which is also in the game Battleship.
And a nice fireplace too.
And a nice fireplace to burn people.
Burn people.
And then we have here some Marine people from back then. They're not just like this to this day. They are dressed in a uniform, which is way back. We have the European pose and the photograph from Key West. And then we have the crew member of the Return of the Field from 1898. From way back then is how they dressed. From way back, I give these soldiers props. But you know what? They're all dead now.
They're all dead.
But they all went kaboom.
Kaboom.
And then here we have, this is my favorite part right here. These are the Native American Cigar Factory. This is called the sponging. We have the Key West River City. The Key West River City is the silver, well, it's 1980. It was in 1890s, the silver and wood.
Oh, Yanni has one of those on his thing. You remember?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
It's the Key West River City. If you want to read, we have it. I can read part of it to you so you guys will know a little bit more about this. It started in the latter of the half of the 19th century. It's the Key West largest, richest within Florida. Anytime it's also the wildest in the city of the capital of the United States, and despite the difficulties, which has to do with other things going over. The different being who made this was a collector of customs later in Florida, the state senator, and described it how the Key West in the largest, most city in Florida, and their article who wrote the National Geographic, which is from 1896.
Interesting.
And then we have the wrecking. Because when I heard the wrecking ball, we got a wrecking horse. And then we began wrecking along the Florida Reef almost as soon as the Europeans reached the New World is when they went kaboom again. As you can read, the American Club to Golf has seen, meaning they passed the shallow waters and they've got the wrecking horse, like the wrecking ball. And then we have another painting. These are all the paintings and drawings from the Industry Key West. And then we have here my favorite person. I call him Mr. Carver Man. He's a carver. He's been carving a wooden figure. He's one of our native Indians. He did it from back then. We had the Seminoles, which is by them. They did the Seminoles by the Indians, and exactly by it's going hurrah.
Wow.
And then over here is how they make the cigars. They have everything called sponging. The Key West spongers, they made these, and what they would do is they'll collect the coral from out of the sea and make these out of coral. These are all made out of coral. This is what the old card box looks like compared to my pencil boxes and everything else that one. Okay. Oh. Coming up with Henry Flagler. Henry Flagler is Henry Marison Flagler, who is the best known as his Italian partner in the State Oil Company. He did the oil back in 1890 through the early 1900s. He's at a Church Hotel down along the Atlantic seaboard in the Flagler. Created by the playground of wealthy Americans who journeyed to the Sunshine State from New York City, Chicago, and other northern cities. And this is the one thing right there. If you want to take a picture of the Henry and Flagler built to the seaboard seas of the railroads. And it's a nice fire little place, and you put more kids in there, you burn them. And it's a great playground. This is the playground that they had when they were kids. Henry Flagler, who was best known for his role, founding partner of Standard Oil Company. It was created building of the Florida East Coast during the late 1890s to the early 1900s, establishing the resort to the hotels down along the Atlantic seaboard of the Flagler and created a playground. This is the playground that he created. Look at the old cards. And then we got the old cards down here. They got the plates and everything. From left to right, we have the Florida East Coast Railroads from 1901 to 1902. The Cup and Saucer. It was from the breakers of the hotel in West Palm Beach and these are the state Florida flying cars from 1920. That's how our car just looked like in 1920. Here are the cars. And here is the map. Henry Federal Overseas Railways. He made the map all the way up, all the way across the state. And then over here, we have the other 7 Mile Bridge. This is the 7 Mile Bridge that we go over from here to Key West. This is what it looked like. They built it, and it was an iron, trading key, the stone, and the bridge. The 7 Mile Bridge that we go over. That's the model of it.
Interesting.
And then we have over here the old menus and everything else we have. We have the PNB menus of the 1940s. And then we have the porcelain. Henry Federal understood the importance of closing the Lincoln and hotels. He was coupled with method transportation. He also purchased 2 hotels in Nassau and Bahamas and next adventure to provide a link between the city and Palm Beach and via ocean-going steamship. In 1995, Flagler announced leaving service in Nassau.
I think it's time for a little sit-down break.
Break.
Yeah.